Hi and welcome to MQW Driving School YouTube channel. We're back again with another video for ADI part 3 and for standard check test. We started a new website as well. It's called ORDIT-registered. I will share the link for the second website. One is MQW Driving School, second ORDIT-registered. So again we are here for some tips. So we're going to revise the sheet again, but this time we revising the sheet, but we're giving you some tips. So listen to that tips we're going to use. So first of all, choose your client very wisely. Partly train or train. If you a PDI, this is the two best client you can have. Standard check test, you can take partly train, full license, new or full license experience, because you have experience to teach maybe different clients. You can choose any topic you like to take it. Don't have to be choosing the one in the list. You can choose any topic. So for example, your client have the problem to approach fast on the junctions. So yes, it's not written down here. That is the goal. So you can take any client with any problem, sort out the problem. That is the main thing. So now before you go to the center, try to make some kind of a lesson plan. So that's a sheet I'm talking about. It's like a lesson plan. So drop the plan on the paper and then go to your center with a plan. Because the first thing is a plan, lesson planning. Second, try to keep the habit to use the reflective logs. So I'm sharing with you, use reflective logs. Make a reflective logs, something like that. So use the reflective log, then you know what your client have covered the last time and what they should be doing. Try to keep the record of the client, what they have done, how many hours they have done with you or private practice, so that you know how many hours you can tell the examiner. Then try to keep the record like a progress card, what they have covered so far, which topic they have covered, what level they are on that topic, like prompting, guidance, independent. Okay, so what's important? Progress card, how many hours they have done with you or private, and reflective log of yourself and of your client. And then you're going to the center with the plan. The plan can be written down on the paper or verbal, whatever, but go with the plan. Plan can be draw in any style, in any order. So for example, the topic of today is junction. Okay, partly train, 15 hours, 10 hours, recapping, linking the old chapter into the new chapters. What is the lesson plan outcome? What you like to get from this lesson? Then aim and objective. What you're going to achieve at the end of the lesson from this topic. Your key teaching points. What you're going to teach the client today in this chapter. Key question. What question you should be using in this lesson. So there's another way you can use this lesson planning like that orders. So for example, part 3 training records, date, lesson theme, pupil level, name, recapping at the start, your goal, your need, what question answer you needed, key questions, what they have done, risk sharing, level of help, have you done the briefing, what subject you are covering, what to discuss, time, involvement of the students, then risk management. It's just like a working for you. I can keep holding for here. If you can see a little bit here, then you get the idea. But again, try to make the working sheets, then go with the plan. If you're going with no plans, lesson not gonna come with the good outcomes. So start again. So now you know your plan, now you know your students, now you know your theme and topic. So number 1, lesson planning. You as a trainer must need to identify the pupil goal and need. But it is not a good idea you asking in the car, what do you like to do today? What if he changes his mind? That is where the plan comes. You already made the plan. You already sticking with the plan. You already have reflected log from the last time. You already know what you done last time, what you're going to do this time. So identification of the goal and need. What you like to do, why you want to do this, and how you're going to do this. Goal and needs. Your weakness, your strength. So your duty to identify their goal and needs. But beforehand, before coming to the center in advance, one is much better than 1 week before. They're going to be remember everything. Was the lesson structure agreed, appropriate for the pupil experience and ability? So what is important? Agreement, lesson structure. Again, if you put something down on the sheet, structure, lesson structure. This is what I need to do. This is my lesson plan. This is how I'm going to manage the risk. This is what I'm going to teach. This is what he's going to learn. This is the question I'm going to ask him. This is objective. This is the key point. So that means you have a lesson structure. And because you guys already have made this in advance and you already have worked together in advance, so that means lesson structure agreed according to his ability and experience. Why? Then go back again. How many hours he have done? Okay. Which chapter he already have covered? Which chapter he's prompting, independent? Which chapter is a guidance? What level of help you should be giving him on what topics? So again, lesson structure according to his ability, his experience. Then his ability and experience can change in the middle of the lesson. So his current ability may be different than his past ability. So keep re-evaluating it, keep scaling it, and keep ready for changing the plans and goals. Next, suitable area. When you start the goal 1, when you started the lesson, you maybe already have goal ready. You already have structured the goal. Okay, we're going to do this. But there is no guarantee the client going to stick with the same goal. Maybe he's going to move the car, he's going to do a fault. 1 fault, 2 fault, 3, 4. So now you have major goal. When you started from the center, you already have made the goal, lesson structure agreed. But on the way, he done the fault. Now this is going to change. Goal 1 going into the goal 2, then goal 3, goal 4. So goals are changing. Goals are changing, route is changing. So you should know your route, what you're going to deal with it in this main goal and additional goals. So you know the area. If you don't know the area, don't take them there. Take them there if you know the area. Otherwise, you taking still a risk and your lesson not going to be a good lesson and is not going to work for the client. So next thing, was the lesson adopted? You should be ready for a change. So for example, if your client is learning the roundabout today, so anything he done in the past, he have a chance to do the mistake. So that means you should be ready for an old chapter. You maybe have to revise the old chapter because your client have no ability to do this. Why? He's doing the faults. Then take them back to the mini roundabout. Or he's doing another fault. Take them back to the junctions. More fault. Take them back to the mirrors. Moving, stopping. So that means you should be ready to adopt the lesson on the previous lessons. So previous lessons is going to be a fault. Old goals going to become today's goal. So your old goals can come back in today's lesson. So maybe you are on chapter 8, but now you have to teach him chapter 5 again. So ready to adopt the lesson. When appropriate means you keep evaluating the client ability and experience. When appropriate, you need to do this. Then whatever you're doing, it should be working for your client main goal. So today you have to teach him the large roundabout, but he can't figure out his open and closed junction. You're teaching him again open and closed junction chapter because you want to teach him the roundabout. So it's helping him towards his main goal. Now let's talk about the risk management. Try to save yourself from intervene, whether it is verbally or physically. And how you can do this? Do the question answer technique, coaching. Watch pupil action and surrounding. Give direction instruction in a good time. Talk about the responsibility share. Then you never have to intervene. If you never have to intervene, you never have to pull over to discuss about the intervene. So you can save the last two lines in the risk management. Intervene part and sufficient feedback part. You can save it by doing the other three work. So first one, look on the surrounding and see what's coming up as a developing hazard. Start talking to the client about it. Can you spot it out? How are we gonna do this? You gonna do it. I gonna do it. We do it together. 50%, 10%, 20% you, 30% me, whatever. Sharing responsibility. And then ask them a question. Do you understand what we're talking about? What we're gonna do before we do it? Then, second duty you have, give them the direction in a good time, early as possible, loud and clear. Simple is how the sat-nav speak like that. At the roundabout, go left, first exit. Simple wordings. Then sometime you have to instruction, especially if they are on the beginner level, talk through or prompting or some question answer. If they are doing independent but you feel the risk, so you think the question is important to do it. You as a trainer should be aware of the surrounding all the time. RAMP, look road ahead, look all the mirrors, watch the people action, say something to the client, direction, instruction to the air, watch his actions, then keep an eye on his actions. That is how you're going to pick his weakness, minor fault, serious fault, dangerous fault. And then you need to think about it. Do I do question? Do I verbal intervene, physical intervene? In case you have to intervene, verbally, physically, or pick his weakness or fault, now you need to pull over to give him a sufficient feedback and explain him about how you save him from the critical incident to be happened and how you guys going to do this next time. Again, responsibility share for the next time. Level of help, new route, lesson adopted, new goal, new ability, new experience, new needs, new direction, new instruction, new level of helps. Everything change here. Then teaching and learning strategy. First thing, ask the client, what do you like to do today? How you want to do this? You like photos, you like question answer, prompting, guidance, help, briefing, pen and paper, examples, demonstration. So take the client inside your lesson and ask them, and what they say, just do it. Adopt your teaching style suited their learning styles. Encourage the client to analyze their problem and take the full responsibility. Especially when they do the mistake, pull over, ask them first, do you know why I stopped you? What's the reason behind it? How we can do this better next time? What do you think? What we can do? What we can achieve? Let them speak first. Let them analyze the problem. You try not speak out. Try not to tell them. Do not go ahead of them. Let them take responsibility. Let them speak. Let them talk. Let them express. So, question answer, prompting is your first. Tell, ask, leave. But choose ask and leave as the first options. Keep the tell as the last options. Whenever you have to tell them something, use live examples. Look on your surrounding. Maybe you have something live example you can use. Then give another example. Use pen and paper. Use photos, picture, videos to clear their outcomes. Then whatever coming out of your mouth is called technical information. Say correct, accurate, appropriately towards the top. And then use it comprehensively all the time in the lesson. with the examples, with opportunities, with live examples. Then give them a feedback. Praise them. All type of the feedback, good, bad. Tell them you're doing good. Last time we was doing 50-50, sharing responsibility. You're doing very well. You do this time 75, I just take care 25. Next time you do 100%, I do 0. I just watch you. So, retouching the feedback. Praising is not just the feedback. Feedback is about everything. Praising is also feedback. But sometimes they're doing good, sometimes they're doing bad. So, feedback about everything. Give them opportunity to ask you a question. Say them. Do you have any question before we move off? Do you have any doubt? Do you have any question? Do you understand? Do not be shy. If they ask you some question on the way which is not a right time to give the answer, say them, hold your question. Let's park up somewhere, we discuss this question in detail. Or if the question already give you the hint that they don't know, then level change. Don't leave them independent. Ask them, tell them, go out of the situation. Tell them responsibility change. I'm not leaving you alone. Let's follow this together. Let's do it together. Keep non-discriminatory manner throughout the session. Don't say anything bad. Don't hear anything bad. Watch their actions. Watch their expressions. For example, if they see the cycle and say, "Oh, what this sign is for? Do you don't like cycle? Why you did?" So don't say it. Don't hear it. Try to come back in your session. 5 minutes early is better. Spend 3 minutes for the feedback and spend enough time in the feedback. Encourage the client to speak out. Encourage the client to reflect their performance. Make your lesson plan drive time for 30 minutes. They give you 3 minutes in the start. You try to keep it 3 to 5 minutes in the start. They give you 2 minutes in the last. You keep 5 minutes for the last. It's better to finish the lesson 1-2 minutes early and give yourself 3 minutes for reflection time. Make a drive time only 30 minutes because your client gonna do maybe 1 or 2 fault and you have a goal number 2 and goal number 3 and you need another stopping time to do the discussion, and that discussion need another 2 minutes or maybe 3 minutes. So let's say 2 minutes and 2 minutes, another 5 minutes. So you need 5 minutes in the start, 5 at the end, 5 for discussing the faults. So 50 minutes are going like that. Rough idea I'm giving you. So drive time should be at least 30 to 35 only. Do not go so far. And you should know your area. It's just like giving you the tips again for your test, standard check test. So thank you so much for watching this video, and visit my second website, ORDIT-registered.co.uk. We have a live WhatsApp chat. So you can chat with me on my websites, MQW Driving School or ORDIT-registered.co.uk. Live WhatsApp chat comes directly on my phone. You can do me a WhatsApp chat. I would reply you when I can. Leave your inquiry for part 2, part 3 standard check. If you with the national companies, I don't say the name, but you know the national companies, you're struggling with them, you want to leave them, we can sponsor you as well. We can sponsor you. And if you fail your all 3 attempts in part 3, you don't need a 40 hours again unless you need a pink badge again. Otherwise, you already know what you're doing. Correct yourself. You need additional training. Do part 1, part 2, part 3 again straight away without taking the badge is much better for you guys. If you fail all 3 attempts, don't need to spend the money again. Additional training, you need it. Another tip I got it for you guys that we do online sessions. We do online session on my MQW Driving School. If you go to the ORDIT Instructor Training tab on the lessons courses, you can do online session with me. We do normally in the evening, 1 hour, 2 hours. Book minimum for 2 hours or 1.5. 2 is better. I can do video call, Zoom call, team meeting, audio calls on the WhatsApp. And you can send your video or lesson to me. I can watch and I can call you and we can discuss that. So thank you for watching the video, and any question, drop the message. And we made a new WhatsApp group for the PDIs for part 3 help. If you want me to add you, go to my website, do a live chat to me. I can send you the link for my WhatsApp to join my group for the PDI help, and I give you a lot of free helps over there as well. So thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.